Whenever the laws of any state are broken, a duly authorized organization swings into action. It may be called the state police, state troopers, militia, the rangers, or the highway patrol. These are the stories of the men whose training, skill, and courage have enforced and preserved our state laws. Through bitter experience, the Highway Patrol has learned that the kidnapper is one of the most vicious of all modern criminals. His crime is a carefully premeditated act, planned and performed in utter violation of law and human decency. But every kidnapper is faced with the same three problems: concealing the victim, collecting the ransom, and eluding the men assigned to track him down.
Herb, this is Matthew. How'd you get off that ransom? Oh, that's a big help. Time's running short. We'll have to work with what we got. Thanks. I'll talk to you later.
Mrs. Watts, General, she and her husband have decided to pay the ransom without any help from us.
Now, what's that mean?
They don't want us to set any traps.
We've got the plan all set. We've gone over it 100 times.
They said they'd rather pay the ransom to insure their son's life.
$50,000. That's a good premium for bad insurance.
They've been having a rough time of it. It's hard to explain that to them.
Yeah, that's the trouble with the kidnapping case. The parents suffer as much as the victims. You're never sure you're doing the right thing.
What can we do?
I don't know. I'm going to try and change their minds. If I don't, they're liable to lose their money and their son.
Relax, Jerry. Just think of this as your home away from home. Never wore blindfolds at home. Be glad you're wearing one, son. It's keeping you alive. I'll bet it is. As long as you can't see us, we don't have to kill you. It's as simple as that.
Suppose my father refuses to pay the ransom. Then what?
He'll pay, kid. Your old man can afford it.
Your father should be delivering the money to our man in 40 minutes. Say another couple of hours for our man to meet us here. You'll be free as a bird again.
I wonder about that.
No reason for us to harm you, son. This is purely a business deal between your father and us.
Hey, someone's coming. What's that badge he's wearing?
Game warden. Wouldn't you know he'd show up now? On time.
What?
On time, we gotta play this straight. Now listen to me, Jerry. Listen straight. One word out of you. One little word, and we'll have to use these rifles on you and the game warden. Do you understand?
Be smart, kid. Don't make killers out of us.
Howdy.
Hi. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm sorry to bother you fellas.
Well, we have our hunting licenses, if that's what's bothering you.
You mind?
Not at all. Come on in.
Good morning, gentlemen.
The warden would like to see our hunting licenses.
Oh, sure thing. It's okay for us to stay here a while, isn't it?
It's all right with me. This shack's been deserted for years. Well, where's your license, Sam?
I haven't any. He's not doing any shooting. He's just tagging along for the outing.
Well, you're liable to ruin those nice clothes, boy.
A real tenderfoot, this nephew of ours. Dresses like one, too.
Well, don't let him lead you straight, son. Nice shooting, gentlemen.
Sit down, Jerry. Something tells me we better get out of here.
We can't. We're meeting our colleague here with the ransom money, remember?
If that old guy gets suspicious...
He's not that smart. Besides, it's too late to change our routine now.
Guess we don't need a blindfold anymore.
If you're gonna kill me, why don't you do it and get it over with?
I I wish it weren't necessary, Jerry, but as long as you can describe us to the police, what else can we do?
Operator, get me the highway patrol.
I wish you'd settle down. You're making our guest nervous.
Well, I'm not enjoying this any more than he is. Why don't we get the job done?
Not yet.
Why not?
Suppose somebody else wanders by like that game warden. How do we explain a dead body?
Well, nobody's going to be wandering by.
Another thing. Before we commit any murders, let's be sure we got the ransom money. Your father's no fool, is he, Jerry? He's not going to pay up until he has proof you're still alive. So we are going to have to keep you alive. For a little while, anyway.
2150 by.
Got a new lead in the kidnap case.
A game warden in the Widow's Peak area just phoned in.
Saw 3 men in a shack up there. 2 in hunting clothes, 1 in a sports jacket.
Sports jacket? That's what made him suspicious. You don't go hunting in tweeds.
Claims the one in the jacket matches a newspaper photo of the kidnap victim.
What are the units in that area? 2217. Have them check it out. Get back to me as soon as possible.
Right. You going on to the Watts home?
No. That lead you gave might be something. I'll meet you back at headquarters. 10-4? 10-4.
I didn't bring you fellas out on a false alarm.
Well, we'll know soon enough. Where's that shack you were telling us about?
About a quarter of a mile through the woods there.
Might be a good idea if one of us stayed by the radio.
I'll take care of that if you like.
Well, we'd appreciate it.
Good luck.
Ed, we got company. The wrong kind of company. What do we do?
We're hunters, remember that. We're up here hunting deer, no matter what.
What about the kid? They're bound to ask.
Help! Kidnappers! Cover me, I'll try to get the water.
Cop's got more luck than brains.
Let's take a look at it.
Get one blast at him. Just one good blast.
This will stop the bleeding.
Oh! It's okay, I said.
Look, you've only got 2 legs. And the way things are, you're going to need both of them in good condition.
Well, it's a good thing that cop was a lousy shot. Could have been worse.
Don't kid yourself. It may get worse.
The leg?
Everything.
Looks like the party's getting rough.
You know, they try to move out. I got one of them, though. How's the Watts boy?
Bad. We'll have to get him to a hospital fast. A little while, it won't matter anymore.
Well, you think one of us can carry him out?
Nah, I think his back's broken. Well, I'll never get him out while those killers can take shots at us.
You keep him company. I'll go get help.
Within minutes, the call from Unit 2217 was received at headquarters some 200 miles away and reported immediately to the head of the Highway Patrol.
Hold it a minute. Here's Dorsey.
Go ahead, it's Matthews.
We got the kidnappers holed up in a shack on Widow's Peak. The victim was shot trying to get away.
Is he alive?
Just barely, but it'll take a litter to get him out. The kidnapper's in a position to stop any rescue attempt.
Stand by for further instructions. 10-4?
10-4.
Any other units in that area?
Closest one's more than an hour away. That's pretty isolated territory.
Yeah, I know. All right, call the field. Have them warm up the helicopter. Make sure they got evacuation equipment with them. Then call Doc Simmons. Have him meet me there as soon as he can.
What about the Watts family? Want to tell them anything?
No, we'll wait till the doc looks at the kid. False hope now would be worse than no hope at all.
Get me the landing field.
Let's go! Helicopter to 2217. Helicopter to 2217.
2217, bye.
We're on our way to Widow's Peak with the doctor and evacuation equipment. Give us your exact 1020.
We're about 2 miles beyond the north end of the Sunrise Turnpike. You ought to be able to see the car from the air.
We'll be there in about 10 minutes. Any place to land this chopper?
Plenty of room off the side of the road by the car.
Can we get close to the Watts kid?
Negative. The copter would be an easy target for the kidnappers.
10-4.
10-4.
I think we've got everything we'll need, Dan.
I hope you're right, Doc.
The stalemate at Widow's Peak was unchanged when the Highway Patrol helicopter arrived at the scene. It was obvious that the copter offered the fastest means of rescuing Jerry Watts, but it also presented a perfect target for the kidnappers. It would take time, too much time, to force the kidnappers out of that shack, and the boy was closer to death with every passing second. His condition had to be determined before any rescue plans could be made.
Where are they?
Down there about a quarter of a mile behind the street of the woods.
How's the kid? Is he all right?
It's pretty bad.
All right, let's go. I'll pick up the litter.
I don't like it, Ed. It's too quiet.
Where'd they land that copter? Did you see it?
Over there on the other side of those trees.
Won't do them any good over there. If they bring it over here, it won't do them any good either. We'll make sure of that.
Is he still with us, Doc?
Not for long. We've got to get him out of here, Dan, and fast.
Fastest way is to get him out in the helicopter.
One slip, and we may kill this boy. His spine, although not directly hit, was almost severed. If we're not careful, we may finish the job.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Maybe you could tell them what we're going to do. Ask for a truce and save Jerry's life.
Doc, will you please use your head? They kidnapped the boy, hold him to $50,000 ransom, put a bullet in him. You can't make deals with men like that.
Well, what use is he to them now? What are they to gain from killing him?
They're not going to be shooting at young Watts. They're going to be shooting at the helicopter, and that's not a hard target to miss.
Well, we can't let him die here. It's worth their trying, isn't it?
All right, the least they can say is no. All right, you men get him on the litter.
Ed, look.
You in the shack, can you hear me? Can you hear me in there?
We hear you all right.
Young Watts is still alive. We're going to send the helicopter in to get him. Now, he's badly hurt. If he dies, you'll face a murder charge. So don't interfere with the rescue work.
We'll trade you, cop. Let us go and you can have Jerry.
That won't work.
No deal. We'll get you first, murder charge and all.
Better bring the copter over here. That's just what we want.
The boy's all yours, copper. We don't want him. We won't bother you.
You don't believe him, do you?
No, I don't. But there's only one way to find out for sure.
Now, don't shoot too soon. Wait for a good shot at it. We can't afford to miss.
Let's see if we can get the kid out in the chopper. Come on, let's go. You stay here. Okay, Roy, take her up. Look out for anti-aircrafts.
Comes baby.
Come on over here. We can get a better shot at the door.
I told you to wait.
I didn't get a chance for a beat on it. I could have got that chopper if I had a chance. At least we sent him back for a while anyway.
Don't worry. He'll try again.
And so will we. I don't like being holed up in here. Yeah, the walls keep getting closer together.
As long as we stay inside, they can't reach us, but we can reach them. Wait till that copter comes back here again.
I won't miss him this time. They're liable to have the whole force up here by now.
They don't have time. They'd be here by now if they had time.
Come on back, copter. Come on back.
We're not going to get that kid out there unless we get the kidnappers first.
I've ordered tear gas. I don't know how soon it'll get here. You think we ought to smoke them out, set fire to the shack?
At this time of the year, I wouldn't advise that.
Well, the warden's right. We burn out the whole area. Get on the horn. Call headquarters. Have them get in touch with the Watts family. Tell them to go through the ransom plan exactly as we outlined it. Tell them we got the boy. He's very badly hurt, but he's still alive, and the plan won't affect his safety a bit. Have you got that?
Right.
Vic, go on. Warden.
Yes, sir.
Did you get a look at that shack?
I sure did.
How's it built?
Well, it's just a wooden shack. Nobody's bothered with it for years.
Is it sturdy?
No, I don't think so. It's in pretty bad shape. The roof leaks, the beams are rotten. About all it's good for is hobos and kidnappers.
If we got on the roof, could they take a shot at us?
Well, I hardly think so. The roof's a blind spot. But can you get there from here?
I don't know. We could try. Do you want to help?
Sure do, but I don't know whether I'm qualified for roof climbing.
We got something it is. Come on.
While the time ticked away and the kidnappers waited for the next move, plans were hastily formulated and put into action. The game warden was assigned to help Dr. Simmons with the injured Jerry Watts. Officer Garvey was instructed to maintain his position, covering one side of the shack, while Officer Dorsey assumed a post at the other side. Their job was to keep the kidnappers occupied with a concentrated volley of crossfire. If the crossfire were heavy enough, if the kidnappers were kept busy enough, the copter might be able to fulfill its mission.
on this side. Come on.
Now that's great. We're getting up from both sides now.
So far, so good, Roy. We're practically on top of the shack.
What's the matter with you? Can't you hit that chopper? It's right over the roof. I can't see it from here.
Okay, Roy, get it down as close to the roof as you can.
Can you see it from your side?
No, it's right on top of us.
All right, let's shake him out of there.
They're trying to cape in the roof.
Starting to work, Roy. It's cracking up.
Cut it out. We need every shot we can hold on to it for. What are we going to need them for?
They're gonna crush us like a couple of beetles.
Let's get out of here, man. That's what they want us to do.
How's the landing gear taking it?
So far, so good.
Fine, boys, nice fire.
Drop the rifle. Stand behind your head.
That did it, Roy. Take a look. Helicopter to headquarters.
Come in, Copter.
The kidnappers are in custody. How'd the ransom plan work out?
We picked up their contact man about 5 minutes ago.
Good. We'll have Watts back to the landing strip in about 15 minutes. Have an ambulance waiting for him. 10-4?
10-4.
Let's pick up the Watts kid, Roy. How is he, Doc?
Oh, it's too soon to tell, but I think he has a chance. Are you coming with us, Dan?
No, the chopper's got all the weight she can carry. Now, let's go. Yeah, Doc. Thanks very much.
Bye, Dan.
Bye. It's all yours, Roy.
Machine, that copter. A real instrument of mercy, I'd call it.
I'll bet the kidnapper's got a couple of other names for it. Come on, let's go.
action in next week. Until then, remember, leave your blood at the Red Cross, not on the highway. This is Roderick Crawford saying, see you next week.